colleague Jen Hoyer, who I'm sure many of you know from her many years standing here holding this microphone. I'm doing. So again, I'd like to welcome you to the IMS show. Thank you. We got some really exciting things going on at Harley Davidson this year. As I think everyone knows, since 1903, Harley Davidson has been fulfilling dreams of personal freedom for millions of people around the world, building both legendary motorcycles and legendary experiences that they have on those motorcycles in a way that only Harley Davidson as a brand can deliver. And in 2018, we're very proud to be celebrating our 115th anniversary of the motor company. Founded in a small shed about 250 yards from where my office sits in Milwaukee. The four founders built the first Harley Davidson and rolled it out onto 38th Street, and we've been rolling ever since. We're going to be celebrating that anniversary in a big way in 2018 in a couple of really special locations. In July, we're going to be having a big party in Europe in Prague. Prague is actually the home of our oldest dealership in Europe, and a beautiful city and a spectacular place. And certainly welcome and invite any one of you who have any interest in coming out to that event to take advantage of that. And then just a few weeks after that, we're going to be kind of bringing it all home, literally at home in Milwaukee over Labor Day weekend. And we've got a lot of really cool things planned. So it's a big year for us, and part of that is really us focusing on the strategy that we've set forth for ourselves over the next 10 years. We have committed as a brand, as an industry leader, to help build the next generation of motorcycle riders globally. As we all know, I think the industry is in a time that we really all need to come together to share the passion and the excitement and the beauty of riding motorcycles, whatever the brand is, whatever the style it is, whatever type of motorcycle you love and you want to ride. We need to share that excitement with more people. So Harley Davidson is committed itself to a goal of building 2 million new riders in the United States over the course of the next 10 years. And we're going to get them from all generations. We're going to get them from folks that are currently riding motorcycles. We're going to get them from people that haven't yet swung a leg over a motorcycle, and that's going to be people of all ages, not just millennials, but people of all ages and demographics that have that spark. They want to feel the passion of riding a motorcycle and the excitement that can really only get on two wheels. We've also committed to growing our international sales to 50% of our total volume. Currently about 40%, so we have definitely some headway there. And then finally, for you guys, I think what you were most interested in, and why we're all here today, we've committed to build and deliver into the market 100 high-impact new motorcycles over the course of the next 10 years. That's a pretty lofty goal, and you're going to see some really exciting stuff coming from Harley Davidson in both the near and short term. So I think most recently, many of you are aware that just back in August, we started that by delivering 8 brand new Softail motorcycles. It's really the next generation of custom American V-twin cruiser. We took the best qualities of the previous Softails and Dynas and we merged them into one all-new platform that really does everything better than the previous bikes did in every regard. They're lighter, they're more powerful with the new Milwaukee 8 engine. They're better handling, there's different chassis. They just do everything better. And I think they really look fantastic as well. And we've really, the portfolio of 8 bikes really, it crosses a wide spectrum of styles and riding, from both, really the kind of the iconic vintage look of the Deluxe here and the Heritage Classic, and the kind of retro styling of the Lowrider and the Slim. Of course, the groundbreaking new Fat Boy and Fat Bob that have really taken the look of an American cruiser into a whole new direction. So we've delivered on the promise. Our customers have told us what they want. They want Harley Davidson style, heritage, design, the DNA that is really in the bones of the brand. But they want that married with more performance, more technology, an all-around more capable, better handling package. So we've done that with the Softails, and now I'm very pleased to announce the 9th new Softail that we just launched at ICMA just barely a week ago. This is the all-new Sport Glide. And this bike really represents a very interesting insight, which is that there's a wide range of customers out there that are looking for a bike that it kind of marries the capability and the usefulness and utility of a touring motorcycle, but has kind of the stripped down, more flickable, easy to ride characteristics of a cruiser. And this bike really does it. It's kind of a do-all bike. It's got its bags and a windshield, and it's capable of being a long distance cruiser. You can take it on a long weekend trip, or you can strip it down and you can commute, and you can just have a quick little weekend run on it. So it's a really cool bike, and to tell you a little bit more about features and benefits of it, I'm going to hand this over to Jen Hoyer.
Thanks, Matt. Good morning, everyone. So Matt is going to demonstrate some of the capabilities of this motorcycle. We call it a quick change artist, the Sport Glide. So the front mini fairing comes off without tools by using the quick release clamps on the forks. Super quick, super easy. And if you're looking also to take off the rear, the saddlebags are also quick detach. There's an internal mechanism that you unlock, and then you're able to take off the saddlebags as well. Super quick, thank you. I'm going to take off the front and get a picture of how it looks. So from this motorcycle, you can see from a styling perspective, that mini fairing that Matt took off harkens back to the styling of our Harley touring bikes. It's a little bit more compact and a little bit sportier shape. But it also resonates with the styling of the wheels. So you take, for us, cast aluminum first, directional spoke wheel that is stock from the factory for Harley Davidson. And you can take a look at it, it's stationary, but the wheels give you a sense of motion from the hub out to the rim of the bike. And that styling cue kind of goes from the directional look of the fairing, and from the saddlebags, the redesign and the look of those. Also all the way out to the end tips of the exhaust. So we have some nods to our history from a heritage styling perspective, but also brings to date the traditional modern capability of what we want is to be able to quick detach things. But as also mentioned, this bike gets all the characteristics that we launched in August from the Softail family. As Matt mentioned, the chassis on this bike is lighter, is 34% stiffer than the previous models. So that really lends itself to an agile handling motorcycle. The engine is a blacked out, the Sport Glide is a blacked out 107 from the Milwaukee 8 V-twin. So mountains of torque, it's also for great acceleration and passing power. So we are really proud of the Milwaukee 8 engine. It's also dual counterbalanced. So at idle, all of the vibration is removed, but it gives you still some character when you're riding the motorcycle that we know a lot of Harley Davidson customers want from us. It also has oil cooling in the heads, so comfortable in hotter temperature riding like here in Southern California. Taking it up to the front then, we have the inverted 43mm cartridge forks with single cartridge damping. And all the amenities that we have brought through from some of the other Softail bikes. Actually, show the rider triangle, Matt, if you want to sit on the bike. Forward foot controls and a wide, very comfortable seat, so it fits a good variety of riders from short to tall. And also the standover height on the motorcycle is narrower, which also helps us, again, gain a larger number of riders to feel comfortable on the motorcycle. And the adjustable suspension, thanks, getting there. From the front to the rear suspension for the Softails, we have the rear monoshock on all of the 2018 Softail motorcycles, and in particular on the Sport Glide, it's adjustable. The preload is adjustable from the exposed knob. So in addition, it has a keyless ignition, it's a USB charging port, the am I missing? I think. Oh, the LED headlamp. All the 2018s got LED headlamps. So in the front, and then the turn signals and brake lights in the rear also get LED updated lights. So we're really excited. Oh, and from a detachability perspective, want to make sure that we point out the windscreen is 1.5 inches, but from our parts and accessories department, there's a 5.5 inch lightly smoked option. And then from the rear, we have from our Holdfast, which is an all new collection from Harley Davidson, the same with the saddlebags and the fairing. They're quick detach. You can put a luggage rack, you can put a mounting rack for a tour pack, you can put a sissy bar upright, and again, all of those are easily detachable to take it off down to that cruising, essential cruiser that's underneath all of that from the Softail family. Lastly, from an engine performance perspective, our Screaming Eagle line of parts and accessories offers stage kits. Stage 1, you could do the exhaust and the air intake, all the way up to a stage 4 and take it to 114 cubic inches. With that, hand it back over to Matt.
Thanks, Jen. So as you can see, I mean, Harley Davidson's really been on the gas this year. This is our 9th new Softail, in addition to the street rod that we introduced earlier this year, and of course the Road King Special, the Street Glide Special, the Road Glide Special, and 3 new CVOs. So it's been a really big year for us. We are charging fast and furiously into the future, and really excited about what's going to come in 2018. So with that, we've got time for some questions, and we're happy to do any one-on-ones or anything that you guys need. So thank you for coming.
Thank you.